Very good morning, students. Today we will learn linear equations, system of linear equations. System of linear equations. Okay. Already we have learned linear equations in our lower classes. So we have two basic things to be remembered. They are consistent and second one is inconsistent. So when we can say two linear equations are consistent or inconsistent, see here. So first let me take an equation, two linear equations, 3x minus y is equals to 7, 4x plus 2y is equals to 5. So if you find the solution of these two linear equations, so you are going to get two different values which will not satisfy, means these two also will satisfy the same value. So that's the reason if I am solving these two linear equations, I am going to get x value and y value. And moreover, it will satisfy, for example, x is equals to 2 and y is equals to minus 1 if I got. See, I have not done solving and saying that if x value is 2 and y value minus 1 if I got, then this represents that these two linear equations are having only one solution. What is that solution? 2 comma minus 1 is the solution. So 2 comma minus 1 is the solution, so we are having only one solution. That solution we will call it as a unique solution. So if your system of linear equations are representing only a single solution, then we will call that system of linear equations as a consistent linear equations. So if they are consistent, the lines will be intersecting lines. The system of lines will be intersecting lines. It means, to show in the graph, so they are going to meet at one point, that is, these are called intersecting lines. So when we are going to call these two lines as intersecting lines, if they are going to get a unique solution, and that unique solution, if it is getting intersecting lines, we will call that system of linear equations are consistent. So when I can call it as consistent in another manner also there. So let us take another equation here. If suppose the equation is so if you observe here, if you solve these two equations, we will get 0 is equals to 0. It means we will never get the values for this. Why? Because these two are same linear equations, but here in the second equation we have multiplied with some scalar number which is nothing but 2. 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8, 7 2s are 14. So we are not even going to get here x and y values. So this is also called as consistent. So how that we are going to represent in the linear equations means these are called as coincident lines. So line upon a line, we will call it as coincident lines. So these coincident lines also will be consistent. So we have to understand two things here. If we are getting a unique solution, we have to call it as consistent. If we are not getting any solution, like even though if you are not able to get x value and y value also, that we have to call it as coincident. Next, let us talk about inconsistent. So let us take a linear equation, 3x plus 4y is equals to 5, 6x plus 8y is equals to 7. So if you observe these two linear equations, after solving these two linear equations, we will get two different values. We will get x value and y value, no doubt about that. But these x and y values, how, while representing in the graph, so this is the first line and this will be the second line. means these two lines will never intersect, never meet one another. So this type of lines we will call it as parallel lines. This type of lines we are going to call it as parallel lines. So if the lines are parallel and if the equations are like this, we will call it as inconsistent system of linear equations. Inconsistent. So this is about consistent and inconsistent. Next, matrix representation of system of linear equations. So how we will represent linear equations in matrix here? So these are the two linear equations. How I will represent in linear equation means the coefficient of the variables we will treat it here. 3, 4, there 2, 4, and variables x, y, and the constants -5, -9. Why we will write here -5, -9 means according to the standard linear equations it should means we have to transpose this +5 to that side, it will become -5, and +9 to other side, it will become -9. So this is called as coefficient matrix. Coefficient matrix. And this is constant matrix. So if it may be three variables also, means three linear equations with three variables also we can represent in this manner. So if I mix up this, so this is represented by Ax is equals to B. This is A matrix, this is X matrix, this is B matrix. So if I am writing A, B together, then the name we are going to give it as augmented matrix. Augmented matrix. Remember carefully that what is augmented matrix? If we are mixing the A matrix along with the variables. So let me write here for understanding. 3, 4, 2, 4, x, y. So this we are going to call it as augmented matrix. We will call it as a augmented matrix. So A by B. Okay. Previously we have taken here 3, 4, 2, 4 and xy, and I have said -5, -900. Augmented matrix means I said A by B. It means I have to take A matrix along with the B matrix. Previously I have taken X matrix, it's not like that. This is augmented matrix. Okay. Now let us see the next concept here. So we have system of linear equations. So this system of linear equations can be solved by using three methods. The first one is matrix inversion method. The second method is Cramer's rule. And the third method is Gauss elimination method. Gaussian elimination method. Today we will see what is matrix inversion method, how to do this. What is matrix inversion methods here? If AX is equals to B, system of linear equations, then X is equals to A inverse into B. So this is the formula to be used. If I transpose A to other side, it will become 1 by A, which can be written as A inverse. So A inverse into B. So first I need to find out A inverse matrix, then I need to multiply with B, so that I will get my variable matrix. So let us try to solve one question based on this matrix inversion method. Example 1.22, solve the equations (5x plus 2y is equals to 3, comma 3x plus 2y is equals to 5 by matrix inversion method. Matrix inversion method. So by using this method, let us solve. So first, given equations, (5x plus 2y is equals to 3, 3x plus 2y is equals to 5. So matrix A, which is 5, 2, 3, 2 coefficient matrix. So variable matrix x comma y, and B matrix, which is 3 comma 3 and 5. So first you need to find out the determinant of A. Why? Because here whenever you are using the matrix inversion method, to get inverse we have to find out first determinant of A. So determinant of A is equals to AD minus BC, that is 5 into 2 minus 3 into 2. So 5 2s are 10, 10 minus 6, which is 4, which is not equals to 0, then A inverse exists. A inverse exists. So therefore A inverse is equals to 1 by determinant, that is mod A into adjoint of A matrix. So that is equals to 1 by 4. So whenever 2 by 2 matrix is there, we need to interchange this A and D. So it will become 2, 5, and we need to change the symbols for B and C. We should not interchange, only we need to change the symbols. If it is minus minus, it will become plus plus. If it is plus plus, it will become minus minus. So this is the finding the A inverse. After finding the A inverse, we need to find out the x value. So x value is A inverse into B. So that is A inverse, which is 1 by 4 into 2 minus 2 minus 3, 5 into B value is 3, 5. So let me multiply that. So what we are going to get here? 1 by 4, 2 3s are 6, 5 2s are 10, 3 3s are 9, 5 5s are 25. So 6 minus 10 minus 4, 9 plus 34. So answer is, if I divide minus 1 by 17 by 2. So minus 1 sorry, here it is minus 3, right? Previously minus 3, so it will be minus 9, here it will be 16. So 16 by 4 will be 4. So answer is minus 1 comma 4. That is the solution. So lastly, we need to represent the solution. So here we got x comma y, xy is equals to minus 1, 4. Equating x values, x is minus 1 and y is 4. This is about 2 by 2 matrix. Now let us see another question by using 3 by 3 matrix. So the question is, okay, solve the equations. Two x1 plus 3x2 plus 3x3 is equals to 5. x1 minus 2x2 plus x3 is equals to minus 4. 3x1 minus x2 minus 2x3 is equals to 3. So this I need to solve this by using the matrix inversion method. So first let me write the matrices. Matrix A is equals to coefficients 2, 3, 3, 1, minus 2, 1, 3, minus 1, minus 2. And X matrix, since 3 variables are there, X, Y, Z. Okay, Z. Here B matrix constants, which is 5, minus 4 and 3. Okay. Now let us solve this. First we need to find out determinant of A, that is mod A, 2 into 4 plus 1 minus 3 into minus 2 minus 3 plus 3 into minus 1 plus 6. So that is equals to 2 into 5 minus 3 into minus 5, 3 into 5. So 10 plus 15 plus 15, which is 15, 30, 40. Determinant is 40. So we got the determinant value as 40, which is not equals to 0. So definitely A inverse is going to exist. A inverse is going to exist. So in order to get A inverse, first let us find out adjoint of A. So to do that, we will use this side. Transpose of this matrix. So 4 plus 1 minus 2. Okay. Next, here if I cancel this, it will become minus 2. Here it will be minus 3. Next, if I want this, so 1 minus 1 plus 6. So everywhere AD minus BC formula. If I want this one, I need to delete this column and as well as this row. So it will be minus 6 plus 3. Next, if I want this, I have to delete this row, this column, minus 4 minus 9. If I want this, delete this row, this column, so minus 2 minus 9. Next, to get this, 3 plus 6. Next, to get this, 2 minus 3. So to get this, minus 4 minus 3. So now change the symbols, here minus, here also minus, here minus. So 4 it will be minus symbols. Now let us we reach, let me write here first. So 4 plus 1 is 5, minus 5 it will become plus 5, and here also 5, here it is 9, so minus 6 it is plus 3, and minus 13, 9, 10, 11, plus 11, here it is 9, and 1 minus 7, whole transpose we have to do. So if I do transpose of this, let me write on the top what we are going to get here, rows. So 5, 5, 5, 3, minus 13, 11, 9, minus 1, 7. So this is the adjoint matrix. This is what the adjoint matrix is. So after getting the adjoint matrix, we need to that is the final adjoint matrix, let it be. Now, after getting an adjoint matrix, we have to find out A inverse is equals to 1 by modulus of A into adjoint A. So 1 by, we got modulus of A as 40 into adjoint matrix 5, 3, 9, 5, minus 13, minus 1, 5, 11, 7. So next, by using matrix inversion method, X is equals to A inverse into B matrix, we need to do multiplication. So that is A inverse matrix 5, 3, 9, 5, minus 13, minus 1, 5, 11, 7 into B matrix is 5, minus 4 and 3. So we have 1 by 40 also. So that can be written as here plus 1 will come, 5 minus 13 plus 1. So is equals to 1 by 40 into, if I multiply this, 5 5s 25, 3 4s 12, 9 3s 27. Next 5 5s 25, 13 4s 52, 1 3s 3, 5 5s 25, 11 4s 44, 7 3s 21. So 1 by 40 into, now if you see here 25 minus 12, it is 13, 13 plus 17 is 40. Next 25 plus 52, okay, 25 plus 52 plus 3 is 55, it is 80. 25 plus 21 is 46. 46 minus 44 is 2. So we got 1 by 40, 40, 80 and here 5 minus 4, 5, 11, okay, here it is minus 7. So it will become here minus 21. So 25 minus 4 minus 40. So if I divide with 40, the values are 1, 2, minus 1. So this is the simplified to get the x, y, z values. So finally we need to write x, y, z is equals to 1, 2, minus 1. So x is equals to 1, y is equals to 2, z is equals to minus 1. So these are the three values.